Right. Welcome back, everybody. This is your Cup of Joe and Library 11 here to stream Booge Bash Week 2, Chemtech. What is it? It is Crystal Scar versus Shurima. I believe we are going to be live on Booge Bash 2, so thank you guys for joining. We're just going to go ahead and wait for the teams to get started and ready for draft. Let me just go and give them the ready as well.
That's hype. Oh wait, I need to pull up the draft lol. All right, so I haven't been keeping up with the any bracket really. So what do you know about these guys, Joe?
Honestly, I haven't watched too much of Crystal Scar's game last. I do know that Four Fun Player has been mixing things up with both engage tanks and mages like Swain. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. I do also know that this Urgot ban is essential because Fudge Cow has a pretty good selection of top laners, especially for this meta. Just a nice juggernaut that can keep just either splitting or being just a nice front line that deals quite a bit of damage, especially to the mid to the late game.
Interesting.
Cthulhu, I believe, is going to exclusively be playing mid, unless she says otherwise. So we'll likely see a lot of Enchanter, not Enchanter, what I'm saying, a lot of mages, specifically control mages mid. So I anticipate seeing things like Lux, Mel, things like LeBlanc, perhaps, or even a cheeky Malzahar. So these are pretty standard bans. Nocturne, really annoying, turns out the lights, and without proper comms, can be very nightmarish to deal with. Nefarious, just very strong this meta. And so is Lilia. We will be playing on this upcoming patch, so both Lilia and Nefaria have been nerfed significantly, so we'll see how that plays out. Should that champ be opened up, we see Zaya being selected. I'm gonna have to look through the player list real quick. For Shurima, can't remember who was their bot lane. I think it was Gwen Shapiro on support, and Vendetta on ADC. But I can definitely tell you right now that for Crystal Scar, I believe is Mochi Bot as the ADC, Four Fun Player as the support. Luzasaurus has been actually holding it down quite well in jungle. His previous performances should be noted well. So we see a Hungard.
Yorick.
Yorick also was hit with a couple of small rework changes. They buffed the way that he heals off of his Q, but they did nerf some of the damage that Yorick's minions, the Grave minions, can do to monsters. So
Yorick has been notorious in the Booze Bash competitive scene.
Absolutely.
I myself have faced the wrath of Yorick on the opposing end before, so I'm curious to see how this is going to turn out.
Absolutely. We see an Udyr pick here. Looks like somebody's trying to emulate the legendary It's Asian Fool. Now that he's gone to greener grasses in Hextech.
How is he doing over on the Hextech side?
I actually casted his last game. Unfortunately, he went 0-2 in his last game, but he did have a respectable performance on both Rengar and what was the other champ? Rengar and one of his other classic champions.
Oh, and there's the Mel coming out for him. Assuming that's Cthulhu.
That's Cthulhu's Mel. Yep, she has been practicing it. I have seen her on the Rift a couple times. I think.
Oh hell no! You want to say that? I am just kidding. I am just kidding. That was a joke.
I will say for Mochibot, she also has been playing some Seraphine, I would assume, Seraphine AP carry. So this Seraphine pick is actually a twofold pick that blocks, yeah, Mochi Bot from being an AP carry. But we already knew that Jin was there, so it didn't make sense.
I see. Chat,
When
what should I get from my DoorDash?
Oh my god.
Can we get a poll on chat here? Chat? I think I figured it
So,
out.
somebody guessed it correctly in chat. It looks like they are banning out the Darius and the Malphite here as well. The Malphite's pretty good because it serves as a nice counter to Jin if Jin starts to prep his ult and stay stationary. A Moonban, just a very good disruption, agent of disruption there. Liking the ban so far, very well targeted for the remaining picks at hand. Likely, it's going to be a for fun player. That's going to be. Oh, I take it back. It looks like they're giving the last pick to the support for fun player. Dr. Mundo is being selected for Fudge Cow. This means that there should be a lot more freedom of, I guess, team balance and expression here for in favor for the bot lane.
I'm very curious what red side is holding off this final support pick for. And I mean, we both know that it's not every day that for fun gets to get the red side counter pick, especially on the last pick.
Mm-hmm. Galio as a mid lane, pretty good. Has a nice almost global presence. Hopefully to disengage any tower dives such and help continue extend fights. Looks like Sion is being selected for that top lane versus the Mundo. It could be a Yorick jungle here, based on the fact that we don't see a traditional jungler being selected.
See it. I mean, it's 99%. Yeah, it's Mundo jungle. It's Yorick top.
Mm-hmm. And given the damage distribution, we do get the Swain, so we have a good amount of damage across the board for Crystal Scar. We do see a little bit more favored towards AP on. Oh, we have Zaya. I would say for Shurima, but again, very nice set of frontliners, as well as, of course, your solid backline there. So I do like both of these comps. Question is whether they'll either side will be able to break the tank their tanks. Scar Merchant. Looks like we got some banter going on between everybody here. Nobody is safe. Looks like both sides are ready, so we'll slowly get into the champ select. What are your thoughts going into this? Whose team comp do you like more just from looking at the draft?
I think just from looking at the draft, on a personal level, I do like Blue Side's team comp more. I think they're easier to execute. I do think they're lacking a lot of damage though. Even with their ADC, their damage, you're not getting any damage from Galio and Sion really, and Seraphine's damage is lackluster. I'm assuming it's Seraphine's support as well.
Yes.
So Blue Side is missing a lot of damage, but their fights are gonna theoretically should be easier to execute, and they have a lot of global presence. However, we've historically seen that split pushers in Booze Bash have a very high tendency to cause chaos and into these games. So just from what I know about Booze Bash and just from what I know about the players and how these games tend to go, I've got a feeling that red side is going to swing in red side's favor, and it's going to be because of that pressure from Yorick.
Yes, I agree. The fact that you can let loose your Iron Maiden, let loose your ghouls that are created from the Iron Maiden, and have that lane be split on its own while you're across the map helping your team out or getting another tower-based objective, I think is absolutely ridiculous, and is one of the reasons why Yorick actually has been seeing a surge in play more recently. Don't worry about my email. I didn't realize that it was showing there, but that email contains both business and a bunch of like magazine related, like newsletter stuff. So you're good there. There we are. Out of sight, out of mind. Personally, I agree with you. I definitely think that execution is easier for boost side. Damage is a little lacking. It's going to be highly dependent on how they build, say, Udyr, whether they want to make sure Udyr is more of a disruption agent or a tank, like, or excuse me, not a tank, but a fighter. Because I have seen its agent will go like AD Udyr, where he just starts whipping out a lot or dishing out a lot of single target damage. And in team fights, so long as we protect the carries, which should be in theory easy because you have a Yorick who creates quite literally a barrier or a set of walls to stop enemy champions from advancing. You have Swain who will just stand between you. Oh gosh, there a Draven. We have Swain who literally will stand between you, sapping your life force while pulling you either forwards or backwards away from your necessary target. And then, of course, Mundo, who will also be consistently slowing you. I think that both teams have a very solid set of front lines, which will make a lot of this just boil down to who has the damage to break through the front line and also destroy the back line faster. Something I know most people already are aware of, but I will always stress because of how quite broken it is that, of course, Mel does have an execute on hand, so I believe that it'll be a lot easier to break down that backline should the backline be hit with any significant number of abilities by Mel. All right. Hey, Tony, what did you end up getting to eat?
I ended up getting some slim chickens.
Ooh, nice.
Not a super like I think it's a pretty not a local chain.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I don't know where it's all at. But it's definitely not like a countrywide chain.
Yeah.
Let's see. It is like I take that back. It is a countrywide chain.
Oh,
It
wonderful.
has it has a lot. It has locations in fact, actually, it's international.
Oh, even.
In fact, it's international. So I'm just completely wrong. It's the first one that's open in fucking Colombia. So I just
Yeah.
thought like, oh, this must not be very popular. But it's a chicken fingers place. A la Zaxby's, a la Raising Cane's,
Yep.
and had it once or twice. It's been pretty good, so I ordered it. I will say, when I was in Texas this past week, I had Raisin Cane's, and I have to admit, Raisin Cane's chicken is better. Is better than the
That's
other. It is
crazy.
better than the
Dang.
other chicken tender places. It clears Zaxby's. I can't
Definitely
even
should
think of
clear
anything.
Chick-fil-A, of course.
It
Uh,
clears Chick-fil-A.
yeah.
The chicken, it just tastes really good, and it tastes very fresh, and it's like you can tell it's like all white meat. Um,
Yeah.
if there was a place that combined Zaxby's fries and Raising Cane's chicken, that would be the best chicken tender place of all time. But that's just like my opinion.
All All right, about 30 seconds left before we head into Champ Select. I'll be going through all of the different settings, and I believe since you're watching along, Tony, if you by chance pop into the stream, just let me know if there's anything else I should be aware of.
I've got it pulled up on my end too, and I also have your stream pulled up on my side monitor, which I'm
Appreciate
like
that.
3 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Um, but I'll be keeping track if there's any tech issues that
Hmm.
come up on the streams end. Um, but yeah, this is exciting. We've got well, I will say one thing about both of these teams is that they've got three beefy boys on each
Yep.
end, extremely beefy boys. All right, and we are hopping into that client.
Oh, I know there was an update, right? Please. There we go. And unfortunately, the nature of the way that we handle our tournaments is that we do have concurrent games going on. So we'll likely see people fluctuate back and forth between the Arcane, the Hextech, and the Chemtech game that is going on today. So it is Mundo Jungle, in fact. Buzosaurus opting to go corporate, standing on business. We already anticipated the Udyr Jungle there. Let's see. See Ignite and Electrocute for Swain. So it looks like they're looking to find some kills. Seraphine playing it safer by going Exhaust. But apart from that, everything else looks pretty standard. And it'll be interesting to see how Yorick plays, considering this is, I believe, my first game witnessing Yorick after the patch.
Are you stuck at 0% too?
I am. Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know if that is the right thing, but we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I do recall that immediately after updates, regardless of what version of.
Unable to download spectator data. The game will now exit. Well, that's not good. I don't know if you got that message.
Not yet.
I got an error message. I'm reconnecting.
I'm in.
Okay, you're in?
I'm in. Okay.
All right, I'm going to try to reconnect. Hopefully.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right. This is my time to shine. I'm just going to go ahead and.
All right, I'm in. I am in.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, organizer.
Looks like I'm permanently 10 seconds behind. It's not letting me go back any. Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh.
What second are you at?
I went back a little bit. I'm at 20, 21.
No, just
No?
go to live. Go to live.
Go to live? Okay. 42, 43, 44.
44. Okay, perfect. I'm on the same thing as you.
Perfect. Okay, let me just go
Alrighty.
ahead, get rid of the time controls, show the objective timers in chat. Looks like we do see a little bit of something going on between For Fun and Vendetta.
A little bit of action going on.
Yep. Does For Fun
pre-minion action?
Does For Fun operate using? He does not use, or he doesn't have what's it called, Mana Flow Band, but that is a very nice start because I believe he does get some stacks, doesn't he? No, he doesn't.
Yes, he gets stacks every. Yeah, he gets stacks every time. He has one stack right now. You can see on his.
Gold.
You get a stack every time you pull someone with the passive.
Mm-hmm. I think I did pull out the map a little bit so that we could see a little bit better here.
Now, this is something interesting that's worth mentioning. If you noticed, Galio
Yes.
picked up some good damage coming out from bot lane
Bot
right
lane.
now,
Yep.
pushing Venetta's sniper out of the wave already.
Early
Oh,
exhaust coming out. I believe Vendetta
and they're
might be
still
forced to
fighting, flashing
flash.
for fun.
Trading flashes
That's
between For Fun and Vendetta Sniper.
definitely a worth flash for red sides. They've got the
They have the
level
level
advantage.
engage. Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice
miss.
root by for fun, but
Yep.
barely a miss by Mochi Bot, having to push the heal already.
Yeah, both heal and exhaust has been used, and Vendetta doesn't have any sums.
And if you notice, Busasaurus is having towards another
Another
great hook
great
by
hook.
4Fun.
With
That
the
might be a kill.
exhaust, that's a kill, but we do see the both the supports end up getting the kills on the in this occasion.
That's actually first blood onto Gwen Shapiro, but
Oh, Gwen Shapiro almost dying there.
barely.
Looks like Cthulhu tried to block or reflect that knockup, but unfortunately he does get hit with the full combo. It looks like both supports will be backing now with their respective gold. But it's good to see so much action already starting.
What I was saying earlier with the with mid lane
Yes.
is, if you notice, Galio brought bone plating, and typically, I'd like to see this more often coming from people when they bring their runes, because I imagine that he just clicked the
The
green
recommended.
path. Uh
Yeah.
oh, this
Makoto.
might be a kill on the Makoto here.
Yep. And Mochibot collects that second kill, leaving only one away from the feat of warfare being claimed by Crystal Scar. You mentioned Silkai brought the bone plating.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing against a ranged champion, you're going to be that bone plating is going to be down 99% of your laning phase. I think in this situation, you want to bring second wind.
Yes,
You're
I
always
would
getting poked
agree.
down. You want that health regen. But let's talk about that kill that just happened in the river. I mean, they completely called out Makoto's pathing, and they just got that a completely free kill on him.
Mm-hmm.
That's double buffs on the Mochi bot now.
And
We're
Forfun
looking for
actually
a kill.
has another kill advantage
I mean, look at
with
that
the level
damage.
advantage, and the damage is crazy. Gwen Shapiro getting caught down to almost 20% HP.
He's gonna be forced to
Play much
back
further,
soon.
yeah, or play much further back. Forfun player already knowing this is aggressively shoving Vendetta out of the lane. Couple seconds, we may see another E land, and it's only a matter of time to see. And it does land onto Vendetta Sniper. Vendetta also running very
Oh
low.
my goodness! Look at this
This
damage.
is
This might be a kill.
absolutely, oh, just
Oh,
barely.
barely. Cthulhu having forced to burn her flash.
Mhm.
How's it just me, or does this Mel champion do no damage?
No damage as of yet. Yep.
Looks like Mochi and Forfun are looking for an early plating against Vendetta and Gwen Shapiro.
Yep. Something else to note here is that Gwen and Mochi's back timers are slightly off, so hopefully that doesn't pose a threat to each other. It looks like Mochi and Thorfinn are just backing at the same time, so there's no risks for plays to be made in between. Galio going ahead and putting that early ward onto Dragon, considering how strong Crystal Scar's bot lane seems to have in terms of this early game. Fudgecow going ahead and pressing his ult, bringing out the Iron Maiden, and unleashing the force of his grave minions. Well, it looks like both junglers will be spotting each other here. Oh my goodness, Sion getting caught in that wall means that he's going to lose this trade out quite a bit.
I mean, this is
Another
really
root.
just a completely brutal matchup for Zion here.
Yes, it is. And you just saw the trade against Vendetta. Vendetta almost getting chunked down to half HP just from getting hooked or rooted once more by Swain. Looks like For Fun is contending to go for that MVP spot this
I
week.
mean, you can see the difference in the bot lane damage profiles. Like I
Yes.
said before we start this game, blue side was just really, really lacking damage in their champ's legs, and you see it the most in the bot lane, matchup with
Mhm.
Zaya versus Jin, and then Seraphine versus Swain. I mean, damage is just completely different in the early game.
It looks like they're gonna have to play a little safer now that they know Udyr is out of the. Udyr just finished doing drag. They're out. Looks like they're just gonna loop around to see if Mikoto stays.
Luchasaurus is getting the rift
Void
grubs,
grubs.
and
Yep. But the thing is,
but
Mikoto is actually moving forward too, right?
let's see what happens.
Likely he's going to try and get one of these.
That's-
Cthulhu's
I
moving
think
forward
that's
as well.
right.
The fact that Cthulhu's here as well means that there's a good chance that we're going to see a nice
Okay,
little
Heroic
skirmish.
Ensign coming out from
Yep.
from Silkai.
Silkai is doing quite a bit of
Mikoto gets out
damage.
with his life.
Makoto does. Looks like Buzosaurus will just go ahead and finish up. Fudge got flash queuing to get the secured kill onto Udyr. Meanwhile, we also see a kill go down for Seraphine. Looks like Wind Spear falls to another one of Swain. Or not Swain, another one of Jin's autos there.
That's red team with defeat of warfare. They do. Blue side does get the Hextech Drake in return.
Ooh.
That's
And
counting hole queuing in an interesting direction. It's emoted from Fudge Gal off of that.
Yep. First plate
Not
down.
that- I think that would have been a kill anyways.
Oh,
That
another
was a
kill
good-
from Mochibot. Really nice
Probably
stun.
fire.
Yeah, they're really lasering in on these roots and snares. Oh, really unfortunate timing from Cthulhu there. It looks like that knockup ended up not hitting. And just like that, you see Cthulhu down to about 30% HP. She's just going to have to play it a little bit more safely. This lane. For Fun going for an early roam. Looks like there's nothing too much going on, so he's going to go back to his lane. Oh, I stand corrected. It looks like he's looking at Silkai here with his ults, trying to see if he can get anything to happen. Looks like a fairly easy kill going towards Mel using ult. I believe For Fun still has his ult, so he'll be able to go back bot and use that as needed. Lakota spotted on that bot Tribush ward. Buzosaurus and For Fun might be looking to catch Mikoto here.
I mean, poor Makoto is just not getting these grubs, or not these grubs,
Really good
crabs.
set of CC
the
coming
double.
in. Makoto's going to get caught out here, though. Vendetta is looking to kill, but looks like the E doesn't hit. Vendetta's getting low. Looks like
They're
Silkai.
getting hit by that fourth shot ultimate.
For Fun is still in there. Oh, he's just healing. Buzosaurus, meanwhile, is going to go ahead and fall. Mochibot does get the kill onto Seraphine. The barrier comes out. And Silkai.
Here.
Yes.
This might be a kill on the rest of the team, and that's a kill.
Clear enough.
Mochi,
Yep.
make that 3.
And this bot lane is an unstoppable force. 5-1-3.
That is about as bad as it can get for blue side.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, you really are seeing like the cons of the blue side composition. It's like they had everything that fight. They got the Seraphine ulti on For Fun and Source. They had the conversion on them before Mochibot had even pressed it ulti.
Yes.
But they just did not have the damage to kill either of them.
And something significant to also think about is I don't think there was much better they could have done in terms of execution. Gwen Shapiro landed a double hit on the E, which meant that they were stunned into another charm. The amount of CC that just went through, it was criminal that they only got 1 kill for that. And you could kind of see how this reflects in both the gold as well as the way that both the rest of Crystal Scar is playing. They're playing a lot more aggressively, knowing that they're so far ahead in terms of the gold. You can already see a 1.8k lead for Mochibot as opposed to Vendetta Sniper, which means that's about a what? And a huge component and a small item, right?
I'm sorry, between who?
Between Mochibot and Vendetta Sniper, that should be a huge
Yeah,
item lead there.
I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, you can see just in the items that they have, Vendetta still only has components, whereas Mochibot has a whole full item plus boots.
Mm-hmm. Forfun going for a cheeky top lane gank, getting the flash out from Pounding Hole there, as well as Forfun to ulti. But given the map control,
Side,
yep.
trying to get the Earth Drake, looking for that last feat.
Gwen is playing way too far up for the way things are going. I think this is an interesting pincer. Oh, blue team did steal the Mount Drake, but we will see a lot of people fall in this situation. Looks like Vendetta Sniper going for York entrance as well. Cthulhu looking really, really weak here. Oh gosh, looks like Cthulhu does fall.
Oh, it's actually Silkite that gets it. Getting a shutdown from the.
Looks like the Hearthsteel killing Vendetta Sniper there, but they should be able to clear up the rest of the kills here. Makoto does live, but the rest of the bot lane does fall.
It's a great steal from
Makoto.
Blue side against red side.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Fudge Cow didn't go ahead and just try to get that entire tower before TP came out, but I mean, it's gonna go down quick. It's Yorick. He will knock down that tower that next push.
Yep.
I am sure of it.
I think.
However, it looks like Makoto's going for this. What's it called? The second grubs. This could get them the next feat.
Yeah.
But I think they still need to get a tower before they get the feat completion here. Okay, he's just gonna smite the grub and call it a day, which is a smart move. He sees the TP come out from Fudge Cow. He knows that there's three. It's 3 versus 2, and there's not a world where they're contesting those grubs with just these two.
And unfortunately, if you notice here, Silkite does not have ulti for this situation, so they know that this is something they will have to give. So definitely a great job on getting that one grub, preventing.
And I think Pounding Hole might be dead here.
Oh, he is looking really, really low. Wait, Fudge Cow queuing. Oh no!
Having to burn flash.
Fudge Cow queuing the tower. A rookie mistake there, hitting the tower instead of the huge Scion there.
And I think Fudge Cow actually wanted to break the tower, but I think he got nervous because of I mean, he had the demolish proc up.
He did.
Here comes Makoto. Ying in.
Good.
Oh, what a great wall.
And a Q just knocking out Pounding Hole, but Pounding Hole is going to rage at him. Yep.
Gets the shutdown, but wow, what a disrespectful kill right there.
Yep. Looks like Silkite
in danger here.
Yep. For fun, landing a good route.
Nice.
And that would be the execute. Yep. Just to secure things, it looks like both Mel and Mundo are threatening first tower. They should be able to get that very soon here. Oh, Boozosaurus should be able to just collect this all together. And that's first turret, which means that the feats go to Crystal Scar. Vendetta being run down. Oh my goodness, the damage kind of went down hard. Looks like Vendetta is going to have to use. Oh my gosh, really good snare, really good pullback. That was a clip.
Watch there. What a crazy hook from Forfun to get Gwen Shapiro out of the 4-shot way, giving Mochibot the opportunity to snipe down Vanessa.
And he's not done. He's not done.
He's not done. And now Mochibot is godlike. That tower is going down. And Red Side is on their way to finish out this game before my food even gets delivered.
We also see right now that it's quite a landslide in terms of the kill distribution. 419, almost an 10k gold lead here by way of Crystal Scar. Yeah, they're gonna have to pick up the pace, especially considering the lack of damage that's coming through for Shurima here.
I mean, this Yorick, you just see how disgusting this Yorick pick is, especially into a team. Well,
Oh,
that
interesting.
what a huge side ulti on a Mochibot. Mochibot taking a ton of damage, taking it with
Mochibot
Yorick
taking a
entry.
pounding here because you
But
can
they
just.
just don't have the damage. Oh,
They
they
don't.
barely
They
get
do
a
kill
kill.
Mochibot,
Huge
but
Seraphine coming out, hitting all three of red side, but
at what
red side just
cost?
blue
Yeah.
side just does not have the damage to get these kills onto.
Forfeit player
On
is just able to just stay
Oh
under the
my
tower.
goodness.
Root coming down for Cthulhu means that Gwen is also taken down at half HP, and that reflect getting the slow off to Gwen Shapiro, force the flash.
Oh, Gwen Shapiro getting run down by
And
Buzosaurus.
Buzosaurus.
He still walks away with his life in his hands. This is
Great
just,
ult. Yep.
This is just disgusting, and this is, I mean, even then, right? That fight was everything that blue side wanted. They got the full charge side ulti on the Mochi bot. They got the full duration
Galio.
heroic entrance.
Yep.
They got the kill even a 3-man Seraphine ulti, and they just
Ooh,
don't have the
Makoto is looking
damage.
quite aggressive here. Looks like they're not able to get much more. Thinking that Cthulhu was by a singled out, looks like that was a very reckless charge into Fog of War.
I mean, this is one of those games where if you're in solo queue, you already know what 3 keys you're pressing on your keyboard 3 minutes ago.
I think you could do it in 2. Escape surrender.
You could do that. Help teleport coming out from Fudge Cow trying to get that Herald.
Yep. Really trying to get these cross map objectives started. Windrake is going to be the Drake of choice for this rift, which means that supposing, nice W landing for Fun player, kind of walking up and.
Pick on the pounding hole here.
Yeah, and it looks like pounding hole, knowing that he's going to fall, he's just going to go ahead and hit as much as he can onto that tower, get his heartsteel stacks.
Getting the 2 heartsteel stacks and then hitting the tower.
Yep.
Fortunately, they nerfed Intingasai on eons ago.
Yes.
But I mean, if this is Red Side's game to win, this is really in terms of how this game is going to go. It's how well they can execute closing out the game.
Flash roots going on.
Good job.
Yep, and it looks like Dakota should fall here. A flash coming down for Buzosaurus. Vendetta Sniper forcing the ultimate. And we do see Gwen also popping ultimate to make sure that he does live.
Meanwhile, Fudge Cow is just whacking away at this tower. Tier 2 top tower is going down.
Yeah. I respect.
The has spawned in the bot lane, but no, I don't think that's anyone's priority right now.
Absolutely.
Fudge Cow is spawning the Herald, and they might be looking for an inhibitor play here.
They are. It does bring
down siege right now. They do a good bit of damage to it, but
Fudge Cow will just be able to Q this a couple times. It looks like they're just going to straight try and kill Pounding Hole.
Might die.
Yep. Oh, flash coming down.
Burn the flash.
We do see Yorick.
Out.
Oh my goodness. It looks like Silkai is getting dangerously close to Mochibot. He does step away smartly. Fun player using his ulti, just continuously tanking all this damage. Good wall coming in from Fudge Cow, preventing Silkai from getting that dash across. Makoto is still.
Oh my god, Makoto going down.
Yeah.
Mochibot might be dead here.
Might be dead. A good route, but it's not enough. It looks like Fudge Cow and Fun player are finishing up this kill onto Gwen Shapiro.
Look at this Swain. He's just not.
Vendetta Sniper is doing all that he can. It looks like just the range is enough. Fun is not dying.
The flash.
Oh! Fun is gonna land it. Oh my goodness, Fun is alive. He is vibing. He's getting all the kills that were left to be picked up. And overall, that was like essentially a glorified 3v5. Meanwhile, Cthulhu's just casually clearing out the rest of blue side bot lane here.
Did opt to surrender.
I would respect that considering the game state right now. It would be a very difficult game uh for Shurima to claw back from. Saving face, saving mental, they're gonna go ahead and move on to the next game. I suspect that we'll see a Swain ban here, considering how oppressive For Fun Player was. You saw that absolute Giga Chad play, pulling Gwen Shapiro, the Seraphine, away from Zaya for that Jin 4 shot to land perfectly, killing Zaya.
That was a great game for it's the Crystal Scar, right? I'm assuming
Yes, it's Crystal Scar Shurima. Yeah.
that was a great game on Crystal Scars, and I'm hoping to see some changes in Shrima's draft. If they need to put some more damage onto their team,
Mm,
and I think really they need to make some changes to their bot lane. Have they need to maybe draft something that can compete more with the clearly lane bully esque bot lane pairings that Crystal Scar seems to like here.
absolutely.
And with that being said, my Grubhub driver will be arriving soon.
So that game ended shortly. I think with the fact that that was a surrender, that game actually might have contention to be the shortest game in Boost Bash this season. Looks like they're going to go ahead and provide side select for Shurima now. And it looks like Gwen Shapiro is opting for the red side, which means they'll be given that last pick. However, on the flip side, that means that first pick will be going over to Cthulhu's team, and they do have a lot of value first picks. Mel, for example, if the Swain is let up, Swain wouldn't be terrible as a first pick, though I doubt For Fun Player would want to first pick it off the blue. Mochibot's Jin.
Notably, notably, Shurima is on the red side of this game.
Yes.
So, they will be looking to counter pick something, probably top lane if I had to guess.
I would argue top lane. Silkai, I think, being rather lowly rated this tournament. I think that to give him some help, it would be a good idea to give him last pick as well, if possible. He did quite well against Cthulhu. He actually was trading fairly evenly with rather suboptimal runes, as we mentioned. But again, I would say that it wasn't. The executions were there. I think he was listening to a lot of comms properly, and it just was a lack of damage overall. So maybe Silkai plays something a little bit more heavy with the damage as well. Yeah, if you look on the onto here, he's the lowest rated. So
For me, got my food.
No worries. We have plenty of time. Again, looks like we're just waiting for both teams to get situated for this next game. Do we have any mods in here? I don't know if we got any predictions going for that first game. So if we could get a prediction just getting started for game 2 here. Well, I guess we'll do that once the draft is finished. But for the upcoming game, we'll just go ahead and get that set up. Pounding hole. Do we have him added? Oh, looks like he made it back. Looks like Library 11 is getting his food. He'll be back in about a minute or two. We should be just about ready.
Big back.
You have a hot mic on right now.
Oh hell! Fuck you!
I don't mute, bro.
All right, you ready to rock?
Yeah, I just told them we're ready. We have the draft pulled up here as well. If you want to go and select, or click it as well.
Oh, I'm in there.
Oh hell yeah!
I am
Ah,
in there. Let's see how it changes up.
yep. Fudge Cow seemed very comfortable on that Yorick pick, by the way. So we may see another Yorick come in. Um, consistently,
Yeah.
consistency is always something that laners want to have. So
Well, let's see. I'm curious how that draft is the bands are gonna change up.
they
Now that
should change. Yes.
I mean, if I'm Shurima in this situation, that York's go.
Yep.
That York's gone 10,000 years ago.
I think based on the fact that we've seen a set ban go in the first set of rounds, pounding holes first. I guess is pounding holes is a one trick set from what I can see. Makoto's Viego is being banned out here now that we know a little bit more. Let's see. The second ban is crucial because we know there's a couple of things that Shurima should be banning. Same bans so thus far. Rather bold move from Shurima. I guess they're just going to go opt for a different team strategy altogether. Lilia ban coming through as did last time. Will we see a Nefiri or will we see something different here? Yep, there it is. The Respect Swain ban. With the amount of presence that he was able to provide for all lanes, because he was roaming quite a bit.
And insta first pick
Nefiri. I think a lot of teams, not just in Chemtech, but a lot of teams across the entire Booze Bash set of brackets, we've been seeing an increase in Nefiri, gameplay from Nefiri, just considering how strong he's been in the meta over the past couple patches. We do see Zyra being selected for Shurima. A lot heavier in the damage, so I do like that. Provides quite a bit of disruption too. And who's Zyra being paired with if we're picking the bot lane here? Tristana.
I like it.
Yes.
That is a very heavy damage bot lane.
And
Much more. This is a lane bully.
Yes.
Bot lane, that is for sure.
I think this is what we wanted to see. First game, and now that we see it for them, this is a great start to their draft.
Well, the thing is, though, I'm not sure how I feel about them revealing that this early, when
True.
Crystal Scars already drafted their mid lane.
Is it their mid lane? I know that Nefiri can go mid, but I think Nefiri jungle is also a thing, right?
This is going to be a Nefiri mid. I almost well, I mean they probably are flexing it.
Yes. We do see the Yorick come down for Fudge Cow. As I mentioned, consistency is such a comfort for top laners, and we see the Gen being hovered. And they'll just go ahead and go on with it. Looks like MochiBot is really comfortable with that Gen pick. Though he was, if you notice from game one, he was caught out quite a few times by the Galio and the Scion. So we'll see if positioning comes to bite him this game too. I suspect that now that we know that Yorick pick is going to be top, likely we'll have some target bans. Probably Mel would be a good ban here after we see the Malphite coming down. Interesting. We do see triple AD for Crystal Scar, so this Malphite ban is absolutely a logical decision.
Yeah, I like that pick. They've got some really good engage now, and they've got high damage on Shurima's end. The Malphite forces Crystal Scar to pick two APs here, or else they're gonna have a brutal tank to have to get through before doing any damage to the backline.
Yes, and that right there is already -1 AP carry for Cthulhu. So we may see some switch ups here. The Galio ban is okay. I think I would definitely like to see Silkai play something a little heavier in the damage as well, kind of to round off the team, unless Makoto does plan on playing a Juggernaut fighter type of character here. The Gwen jungle is also banned out, so it looks like they're trying to confine the Fury closer to jungle. What are the options for Boozosaurus? And Graves, another big damage dealer for that Makoto could be playing here. So looks like they're trying to limit the damage output that Shurima is comfortable with. But we'll be seeing the mid and support picks shortly. Do you have any predictions for Alex's or for Fun Player's pick here?
No clue.
No
Probably
clue.
Like, here comes Kane. I don't know what he's been playing recently, so I have
Yeah.
no clue.
I'm curious whether we're going to see something a little bit more standard like a Leona or a Maokai. It'll be very interesting to see how they react to a Silas coming down. And as stated by one of the lead balance devs, only counter pick that has such a harsh negative win rate in favor of the counter would be Silas or would be Malphite. There looks like that Silas pick is going to be very detrimental or for Shurima, because once he gets that ult, the tide turns quite quickly. Ivern, interesting. So, wow, is that Ivern's port?
Could be.
And Yasuo. So we see Silkai on his Yasuo pick.
Could be a Silas support.
Could be for sure. But it would mean that Nefiri goes mid, Ivern goes jungle. We do see a lot of flexibility for Crystal Scar.
Actually, I do think it's Silas support. I know for a fact Cthulhu does not play Silas. She does would make sense for the Ivern to go jungle. I mean, we did say that, Orpha's been cooking recently, right?
Yes.
This could be something that he's a bit.
I do recall earlier this season he has been playing a very, very wide variety of champions that usually aren't seen support.
Never pick a fight you can't win.
Just to confirm, I'm going to go to his op.gg.
I do have it pulled up for the rest of the stream to watch as well. I have a multi-view set up so we can kind of see what every other team has been kind of going on with. Yeah.
He does not have any Silas. I don't know what the hell he's cooking.
But you could also see who's likely going to be playing that Nefiri. You could see that 5-game win streak where Boozosaurus went 24-5-12. So I would be very surprised if it's an Ivern instead of a Nefiri jungle. I do see though that Cthulhu has been playing Nefiri as well, so I take that back. 12 games, 3.31, 67% win rate, so it's not insignificant. It's something to consider. Meanwhile, let's just go ahead and look at Shurima's multi-search as well. See what they're kind of facing with. Silkai looks like his most prominent and most played champion between Galio and Yasuo. Yasuo seems to be very high up there. 54% win rate over 54 games. So, Silkai is on a comfort pick. We see
I was
pounding.
right about the Silas support, by the way.
That checks out. Gwen Shapiro, we said on Zyra. 32 games, 56% win rate. And I'm just basing this on statistics more than anything, but it looks like everybody on Shurima's side is on a comfort pick. Save maybe Makoto. But he hasn't really been playing not nearly as much as some of the others in this game. Pounding hole. Okay. Hey, this is crazy. I respect the grind. This man has played already 343 games on set alone. That's why they banned it out.
Oh my.
Jesus. With a 58% win rate, he's actually doing very well on that jet. Let me just go ahead and that's for quality control. Move this on over. Yeah, now a lot of what's showing up on the screen makes a little bit more sense. Save the Kane. I think the Kane is very interesting for Makoto. I don't know if he has any history playing that champion. Now, based on these drafts, I do like the fact that we have Malphite supplemented by Yasuo, Zyra, Kayn, Tristana, plenty of damage dealers this time around. And decent amount of disengage by way of Zyra's snares, Tristana's ulti, Malphite's ulti, Kayn's knockup, if he does go red Kayn, which I think is actually not a bad idea here. And based off of how things are selected, you're right. It is Cthulhu on the Fury here into the Yasuo. So we'll see how that lane plays out. And I'm actually quite excited to see this Silas bot. Because Silas does have quite a few decent ultis to take. I think Zyra ulti is pretty valuable.
Just from bot lane immediately, the Zyra will be the one to be that he wants to take. But I mean, afterwards, that Malphite every single time.
Yep. All right, it's everybody's favorite time of the day. We're gonna go ahead and do the Laldl and see if we can crack this very quickly. Let me go ahead and move my Twitch chat over. Can one of the mods go ahead and remove that bot there? Thanks. All right. Does anybody have any guesses for today's Laldl? Nasus going down. So it is a male champion, melee range. But older than 2009.
Yasuo.
Yasuo. Not top or middle here. Human / Magicborn was a yellow, so it means one of those was correct.
No, then
Ionia is a correct. I think it's energy. So
maybe Lee Sin.
Lee Sin's a good guess. I was about to say Shen, but definitely not Shen, considering he's a top laner. We'll say Lee Sin here. Here, you're got it guessing. Down in 3.
Easy.
Yeah, we see Gwen, Zed, and Set. Zed was a very good guess as well. I would have guessed that too.
All right, let's go to quotes.
Yep. Precision and Grace. Which champions is that?
That's Camille.
That does make sense. Oh! It is not Camille. Chat. Come in clutch. Give us some guess.
Is that Kate? Fiora? Oh, that makes sense.
Fiora makes sense, yeah. Plasmid and DJ coming in. Yup, it is.
Dang.
I'll play to both. Can we go ahead and get the prediction started? I don't know if we're allowed to do that on this channel, but I just want to make sure if we have a mod on hand.
Unfortunately, this channel doesn't have.
Oh, it doesn't have points. You're right. Oh, that's a good point. No pun intended. All right.
All right, and we're in.
Yep. I think we're synced up pretty well. 6, 7, 8. Yep. Perfect. Let me just go ahead and get everything situated here. Time controls, chat, objective timers. Move around the respective. Perfect. We will show chat. There we go. KT. There we go. We see a nice standard fan coming by way of Crystal's card, looking up, and look at this. This is so beautiful, seeing a double posting. Standing at attention. And I do respect Cthulhu with the new Glizzy Neferi skin. These April Fool's skins absolutely bringing joy to all summoners alike. Ooh, my audio is glitching out a little bit there. We do see For Fun and Mochibot push up very strongly into this first bush, seeing if they can get a cheeky set of flashes or sums.
Well, let's see it.
Yep. And walking up. Gwen Shapiro getting caught.
Nice
Looks
damage
like
coming out.
good damage. Gwen
Having to
Shapiro
burn
forced the
flash.
flash. And heal. And it looks like with
Flash
that...
heal coming out. I don't think the heal was necessary, but
No, it
I
was not.
respect the respect. Oh my
Gwen
goodness!
Shapiro
just like you killed.
getting killed by 4-1 player. Oh my goodness. First blood coming in within the first 2 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
4-1 player standing on business. Good dodge by Cthulhu. Looks like they're going to trade some blows here.
Oh, the electrocute damage.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Cthulhu.
Kind of walking in.
Missing the first Q though.
That second Q is rather important.
Oh!
But the
Oh,
Ignite
trade?
does get the trade.
Trade.
Yup. I think both players did trade their Ignites. So, some snazzy plays going through. But while it is even for that mid lane, it is 2-1 in favor of Crystal Scarf for that feat of warfare again. Oh, Mochibot just showing it.
Oh,
Another
goodness,
flash! Vendetta might be dead! Though we do trade? Oh, it looks like Vendetta lives. That last auto was just not enough. We do.
Player maybe feeling himself a bit too much there.
It was...
I respect it.
I do too.
But maybe a bit too.
Mochi's kind of caught. The minion.
Mochi's in between 3 people. Maybe we'll try to get a kill on the Vendetta.
Oh, just
wow.
barely. And with that, the feat
Getting
actually
defeated
goes.
warfare.
Yep. Wow.
Mochi overextending a bit too long with his support out of the picture. And Mikoto picking up that free kill.
And a good job for Gwen for actually moving up, positioning those plants in a way where it's very difficult for Mochi to path back. 4-1 player is level 2 going up against Mikoto here. I'm not sure if this is a fight that 4-1 wants to have. I think he does fall again.
Mikoto getting another kill. 4-1 player getting caught in the jungle.
And while I'm not really against that, it's actually this is accelerating Kane's red form, which is what Mikoto does want. So this might be not in his favor. And looks like Mikoto does get out safely. Buzosaurus tanking quite a bit. Vendetta already looking quite tanky there. My goodness. Well, good on Shurima for showing a completely different side to them this time around.
Oh,
Really good dodge from Cthulhu there. Good trade overall.
Ignite is up for 4-1 player.
Yep, and we do see all of that damage coming in for Vendetta. I think it's just to be a constant pressure that he's going to be applying.
Buzosaurus looking for a gank onto the mid lane, but Silkai taking the opportunity to reset after getting low.
Meanwhile, we do see Fudge Cow in between a rock and a hard place with a little bit of mana, getting slowed by the Q. I think Mikoto does get even more stacks across. Again, this is all just accelerating his Red Cane form. So this is actually really, really good for Shurima. But while that's been going on, before grubs have been spawned, it looks like Buzosaurus, Forfun, and Mochibot are just going to go ahead and get that cheeky dragon. Mochibot smartly staying in the bush to get that extra damage across. And they're able to go ahead and reset. It looks like For Fun and Mochi will be losing quite a bit of minions. So Mochi Bot will likely have to walk back and get that before coming back. Makoto, meanwhile, has been forcing even more of his pressure by getting counter jungling there. So it's pretty good. Both mid laners now have their ults. Forefront player getting caught again. It looks like I'm not sure if he wants this fight just yet, but it looks like Fudge Cow is nearby, so this does look very favorable for them.
Nice.
And a nice Q. And that that TP from Pounding Hole unfortunately wasted. Now that's all that's transpired. Pounding Hole being run down by the Grave minions again.
That was a good opportunity awareness from Forefront player.
Yes.
I mean, at first glance, obviously, you don't think he'd want to pick a fight with a Kane there, but he had his
Top
Fudge Cow
lane.
was
Yeah.
merging in, and then the Fury was as well from the mid lane.
Yes.
Good damage coming out on the
Ooh, good dodge.
dodging the Yasuo Q3, doing tons of damage. And I think this
Source.
Yasuo's going to having to burn flash. The Q comes out from Source, and he gets the kill. Makoto's not 6 yet. This could be a kill on the Kane too if they played her card.
Yes, it is.
A huge shield coming out from Source, and Cthulhu goes
Slow.
back in.
Yep.
Going untargetable, and I think just a few autos will get the kill on the Makoto. Source gets another kill.
Ooh, good dodge from Forefront player.
Back. Nice damage on the Gwen.
Oh my goodness, you can already see the Hextech Alternator plus the electric damage coming in, decimating Gwen Shapiro. Already down to half HP again. Jesus. Looking again.
Oh my god. And she's just
that was
a blink of an eye.
Yep.
Gets deleted from the bot lane.
We do see
Blue side is fighting back. They said, okay, you got your feats warfare. We don't care.
We simply do not care. Forefront player looking up a little bit just to see where Makoto is. I don't think there are any words placed. Was that ulti? No, it wasn't ulti used. Fudge Cow is getting low on mana. So I think at the end of it, he's probably going to look to reset after this wave. Oh, unless Boozosaurus is here for yet another gank. Good route. Having to burn flash, yeah. What's interesting about this game is that we see we won't just see one familiar. We see Cthulhu. Oh, no ulti though. So it looks like it was just a nice trade. Both Yorick and Ivern, and technically Nefiri, all have familiars. So this is quite literally a summoner's game.
That is true.
Now let's just go ahead and quickly look at where the gold is at. You can already see that it's pretty close for the bot lane. I'd say it's fairly even combining both the ADC and the supports gold there. Meanwhile, you can already see a discrepancy between the Nefiri and for the Yorick, both with a kill on under their belt. Dula is looking to fight here, potentially. Really good electrocute shot. Makoto doesn't realize
fight that he does not want to do, having flash over the cursed wall, successfully making that flash. I mean, once again, this Yorick, unsurprisingly, is getting out of control.
Absolutely, and
as much as the Malphite pick is good into the general team of Crystal Scar, that Malphite into the
Thula versus Silkai. It looks like in danger, and Silkai does make a nice clean work.
Very nice ultimate from Silkai on the Cthulhu getting that kill. And here comes Pounding Hole getting his hole pounded by Fudge Cow.
Nice grass procs being traded there. Fudge Cow will almost always be ahead in these extended fights because of the way how his Q acts. And this, by the way, is damage prior to Sheen. He did not opt to... Oh,
Here comes a pause.
Bro, I can't see the amount of form I'm missing. So it looks like Mikoto has a bug where he cannot see how much of his red team he has left. So I believe they're trying to resolve that. Maybe a reconnect coming up. Mochi had to do something quick as well. So it looks like there had to be a quick pause in play. You could already see the gold is pretty even. And while the feat of warfare has been collected by
Yo, can we zoom out?
yes, we can. That's a good call. I think that. Oh, I don't know why it just reset. There we go. Good call. I know I forget something. And it looks like everybody's back. Oh, ulti come down for pounding hole. It's very preemptive. It's the pause. It's the pause that happens after every pause. I would love to see how this ends. Let me just go ahead and do what everybody's been doing here. Jump back 15 seconds. So it looks like that all ended without too much going on. Both the Malphite and the Yorick live without much further incident. But that is ulti used for Pounding Hole. Pounding Hole has to be careful now. He doesn't have as much of an escape if he is stuck inside that wall. Mikoto fighting Cthulhu now, but the positioning isn't that favorable for him. Looks like Silkai will be able to...
Coming out from forefront player on Mikoto. He's getting run down by the golems. A flash.
Really good.
Forefront gets the kill, and Silkai goes out double kill. Crystal Scar onto forefront player, and the Tech Dragon is going to be theirs.
Absolutely. We saw a couple of early deaths from forefront, kind of playing a little too aggressively, biting off more than he can chew. But now that he's kind of gotten his levels strained away, he has his team right next to him. It looks like he's able to really make quick work of all of these rather squishy champions the way that he's been playing.
That's the Crystal Scar claiming the objective feat. And now both teams are just going to be looking for towers, and
I have
that top lane tower.
Yep. I was about to say it's Yorick's field day. He has Trinity Force, which means that tower is just gonna fall. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
I mean, you're exactly right about that, Joe. This really is Yorick's time to shine when the teams are fighting the tower feat. The winner is going to be the one with the demolish. Vendetta Sniper on Tristana will be getting couple explosive blasts onto the bot lane tower, just picking up another plate right there. And they have the opportunity to get a really good push.
Mikoto getting caught out here. Really good.
Getting caught out and getting queued from over the wall by Booz or Fudge Cow. Pounding Hole having to use the Malphite ult to get away, but it
flash Q. That was very nice.
Here's a kill, gets the grubs, and Fudge Cow's just gonna run this tower down now.
It looks like because of the way things have been going, we're now gonna have to see a bit of a fight go on.
I mean, this is a race for the tower, but unfortunately, bot lane has Mochibot protecting it while Fudge Cow is free reign over top side. The tower is going to go down and probably within the next minute or so.
On top of which, you'll notice Crystal Scar has 5 Void Grubs. It's going to fall.
Mochibot having to burn the flash gets killed anyways. Malphite ulti from forefront player onto the Vendetta Sniper.
Oh, really good.
Oh, Vendetta Sniper's perfect. R from Vendetta Sniper onto forefront player. Wow, that was
really well played.
Play. It was well played from both players, right? Forefront player.
Oh, we see it.
As he knew Vendetta was gonna, W away, but Vendetta Sniper just perfect.
Oh, Mikoto missing that. Cthulhu in a really rough spot now.
Cthulhu is a bit lost in the jungle. We're not sure where she's going, but she's trying to get away. Might actually, waste some of red side's time as she runs into their base. Cthulhu looking like a tourist at point.
And that might be an
Now
execute.
she is picked
Oh,
up
it was the
concussion.
dot. Yeah, it was the dot from Faded Ashes. But that is a kill going to the support rather than a carry.
If you didn't notice, Crystal Scar did pick up the defeats objective. They got that tower, and now they've got the upgraded boots. Oh my goodness! Look at that damage coming out from player and what she bought. Unfortunately, they do not pick up the kill, but they do pressure them out of the lane. And it looks like they're looking for that bot tower now. Herald is going to be spawning in about 40 seconds as blue side regroups to look for that objective.
Actually, hey, what timer are you at?
I'm at 15:38.
Oh, you're a little bit behind.
I'm behind.
Yeah, I'm 45, 46, 47.
Oh, I'm 47.
Okay,
48.
okay. We're about the same. That should be fine. Yeah, nice chunk damage. And again, even if you just land one, it's more than one because of the void grubs. It's gonna be applying that dot damage. So, let's see, it looks like Yorick is left to his own device, getting that Herald for the second time. And we're seeing some aggressive plays coming from Gwen Shapiro and Forefront player trying to get away, but again, Makoto and Gwen Shapiro. Flash coming in from Makoto. Looks like Cthulhu gets the kill there.
Getting that kill. Vendetta sniper.
Yep.
And now they're looking for a third kill on the Makoto here.
Cthulhu getting some really nice kills there.
A nice untargetable from Cthulhu. Dodges the Kane W, but they opt to not do the dive on the Kane, which I think is smart.
Yes, they got what they wanted. Nice even trade for the bot lanes. And honestly, this would be a good setup for them in preparation for the next Drake. They are on 2, so it would be in Shurima's best interest to prioritize this upcoming Drake so that they're not stuck on Soul Point. And looks like they do get first prio. We do see the early TP from Fudge Cow. He's looking to pressure both the turret and stick around for that bot objective. Meanwhile, Cthulhu is kind of in another hard situation. Early untargetable means that she's going to be out of the way, safely getting out.
But
Cole
is a bit out of position here, getting caught by Boozosaurus and Fudge Cow, having to ult away.
It was a bit of a point blank ult, but we live.
Going in, but dying to Fudge Cow. But
Fudge Cow is in the middle of 3 people.
Fudge Cow is just doing whatever he wants.
Oh, a 3 man!
Double onto Crystal Scar, but to get
gets the shutdown.
Takes down Fudge Cow.
Silkai is actually.
And that was an ace for Crystal Scar against Shurima. They should be getting this Chemtech Dragon. Be getting this Chemtech Dragon. But wow, I mean, that's just, that was not the way Shurima wanted that fight to happen. They started Alpha having to use ult away from Crystal Scar and still taking the death, and fortunately no one on Shurima has any grievous wounds yet, so Yorick is just out sustaining and getting free heals off of their entire team. He was literally standing in the middle of the entire Shurima team, and he just wasn't going.
Absolutely. I don't know if there may have been an ignite, but overall, some points to be made. Silkai, really good 2-man ult. I think he was able to secure that kill onto Yorick, which is quite huge. That's a lot of gold going to him now.
And that is a shutdown going on to Silkai. So if there is anything that Shurima is praying for right now, it is that Yasuo power spike.
Yep. But the other thing to keep in mind, nobody was on Mochibot that entire fight, so it was a doomed fight from the get-go.
All right, blue side looking for a Herald push here. As the Otacon spawns in the bot lane in about 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, a nice engage from
Oh, really good
Gets
engage.
the kill.
Yep. But we will see a lot of people coming over for Fudge Cow.
Fudge Cow is getting 3-man right now. Mount Violet coming out into the Yasuo. And he gets taken down finally. It looks like blue side is going to be looking for a mid push, but they don't have the siege to do it. Especially now that Fudge Cow has taken a block
Yep.
pressure.
Not to
And,
mention
the game state is kind of reset back to neutral right now.
yes, but right now you'll also notice Malphite's pushing bot likely will get that tower. We do see Otacon just spawning. So I think if there's first team to get there, it should be Shurima.
No one's going for Otacon right now.
They shouldn't, yeah. Good root. Oh no, an E. We did see that 4-point player. You're good. A potential to kill Makoto there. It looks like he does make it out.
It is important to note that Crystal Scar is one dragon away from Soul. Gwen Shapiro getting caught and Ignite coming out from that flash. Cthulhu does get tagged by the Zyro ulti knockup, and Gwen Shapiro walks away with his life barely. Having to recall now that Otacon is up and blue side is starting to hover around that area to maybe look for a pick, look to set up some vision.
Yep.
They want that Otacon. I think this is the one that gives bonus epic monster bonuses.
Yes.
I'm not completely sure. I don't know. Oh,
Pounding Hole kind of in a rough spot. Yep.
yeah, what they just did to Pounding Hole or to Fudge Cow
Fudge Cow.
2 minutes ago is happening to Pounding Hole. Now that Malphite is completely out of the picture, and it looks like Otacon's on the table for Crystal Scar.
I can't see the name of it.
It is I don't know which one it is, but we'll see after the kill.
I'm scrolling up to see if it shows up.
Makoto and Silkai looking to walk towards the Otacon. Fudge Cow trying to distract them. Makoto walking into the
Makoto walked in
pit,
very
having to
deep.
flash away.
Yeah.
Curtain call coming out from Mochibot.
For fun,
for some damage.
using ulti. Oh, it didn't heal not
back
nearly as much.
Silkai. Oh, but a huge 3-man.
Oh no.
Kane W from Makoto gets onto the blue side team, and they actually have to pass on the Ruinous Otacon.
Great reversal from Shurima there. A really good set of knockups from both Silkai and Makoto, forcing out both Fudge Cow early, and then eventually getting the kills onto for a fun player.
I mean, that is about as good as it can.
Oh
get
no,
for,
Pounding Hole.
For what's it called?
Yeah, that was very good for Shurima. Fudge Cow coming in, flanking around to try and see if they can get Pounding Hole. Pounding Hole did use and unfortunately missed his ultimate, so they're trying to see if they can go ahead and grab anything. But looks like with Silkai posturing, they're no longer going to be able to contend here. For fun player, this seems like a match made in heaven. For fun versus Gwen Shapiro, fighting again. Good. Oh goodness. Looks like Makoto is nearby and is in. And For fun is once again in danger, but he does make it out with a nice E. We see
player barely getting out of that little couple with Makoto and Gwen Shapiro. Looks like this will be Shurima's pickup. However, Booster's right over the wall. He's steal here. Oh
he stole it, and that is Soul.
That is Soul.
Gwen Shapiro falls immediately. It looks like Buzasaurus getting hit with the Kane ulti. Goes in away from Makoto. Looks like Cthulhu's
ulti from Gwen Shapiro out.
But Fudge Cow is in.
Fudge Cow here to clean house. Mochibot, Fudge Cow, 4-front player, looking to finish off the from Shurima from this dragon pit. Oh, barely dodging the chains from Silas.
Yes.
Makoto and Vendetta Sniper live to see another day, but that is Soul for Crystal Scar.
Again, just seems like the tides seem to shift so quickly back and forth. Fudge Cow coming in with now 2.5 items. He has Seroldas, which means that these slows are going to be absolutely devastating. So it'll be interesting to see how, in a lot of these future team fights, the Grave minions end up affecting these fights. For Fun playing really dangerously close to Silkai. For Fun getting a little... Oh, letting another... So trading knockups there. Misses the...
Maybe they get the trade here.
Maybe they do.
Does get the good damage off the Silkai.
And Mochibot collects the kill.
Mochibot secures that kill.
Very good. Makoto and Pounding Hole nearby.
Uh-oh, Makoto and Pounding Hole said, what the hell did you just do to our mid laner Mochi?
And Cthulhu looks like
right
is in danger.
Getting run down by Makoto. Looks like Cthulhu's going to go down to Makoto.
Mochibot actually does live within an inch of his life. It looks like Barry had to be used. And this has...
Fudge Cow about to take down that bot lane inhibitor tower. I don't know about that decision, but he does get
the tower. Sure. Honestly, that's pretty bad for Crystal Scar, because if you look at where... Oh my goodness, ulti's coming down for Fun Player. Multibot collecting the kill. Makoto barely dodging that last curtain call. Oh,
Makoto
good
queuing
Zanya.
back into the fray, gets a W on the Boozosaurus, but he gets hooked by player. Makoto queuing back in, trying to get the drains back up.
Boozosaurus flashing out. Yep. Pounding Hole now stuck in a really rough spot. Looks like they're going to go ahead and collect all 3 kills. And this actually sets them up pretty well for Baron, too.
Yeah, that is a Baron angle if I have ever seen one for Crystal Scar. But they might be looking to get this...
Yeah, mid-turret, open up the map.
Wanting to open up the map a little bit. It is just Silkai defending it. It's 4 people. They might look for a dive here. Looks like they are shaping up for a dive. Forefront Eing in, trying to get that chain off the Silkai now. Wanting to get the tower first, but he's taking a lot of damage. Silkai
I think Forefront dies here.
Oh, Silkai barely missing the kill on the boost.
Oh!
Great damage from Vendetta Sniper. Gets the kill onto Mochibot, but
good
with the Untargetable gets the kill on Vendetta Sniper.
Gwen Shapiro barely missing that ult, and it looks like Boozosaurus and Cthulhu make it out alive. Very interesting. It was unfortunate that when Forefront Player was looking to finish the tower and kill Silkai, he did place down a really good wind wall, slowing down that.
Not the ideal mid-tower dive from Crystal Scar, but they take what they can get.
2 for 2.
Definitely very important to open up that map. Boozosaurus walking a bit close to Makoto with how little health he has. Gets the snare off and walks away. Oh, here comes Fudge Cow hitting that level 16 power spike, and that's just not something you ever want to see. Is that maiden sucking you dry while you're getting hit by a shovel in your face every 2.5 seconds by...
I suspect that Pounding Hole is actually looking to ulti here. Yep, there's the ult come down. Pounding Hole actually is taking quite a bit of damage, though. Fudge Cow is now looking to Gwen Shapiro. The slows coming in from the minions and the Iron Maiden means that he just catches up.
Boom.
Vendetta might just jump in to see if he can get collect.
Oh my goodness!
But
he almost died.
Iron Maiden.
Does he die?
Oh, he does not. The red buff actually saves him there too.
And now they're just gonna get Baron. They said, okay, you sent 3 people to kill our Yorick. We're just gonna get Baron.
Yep. It is a slow Baron because of Jin, because of the fact that they are just...
I don't know. Well, it did go over the wall for some reason. But now they're starting to speed up a little bit. This should be...
Makoto is checking in.
Baron, unless Makoto comes in at the last second. Does he get the smite onto the...
He does not.
Barely misses. And I was a super close Baron. It was at like 1,283 health when they smited it.
Looks like Mochi is looking to kill. Silkai is in a rough spot.
Position gets caught by the blue ward, and now he just gets deleted from the game. Crystal Scar going to look to try to wrap this game up as they got the soul. They
and they're
get
looking
the
to
Baron,
Eldon.
and Elder's up in a minute.
By the way, these death timers are now brutal because Silkai will be up as Elder's about to spawn, which means that for this upcoming fight, unless Shurima is able to stall, this will be a 4v5. For Fun Player, spotting a couple of wards. Looks like he will be playing to try and counter the setup here. Looks like Pounding Hole was seen, but Vendetta and Gwen Shapiro were not seen by that plant. So they are still playing the vision game very well. Meanwhile, with the Baron, Fudge Cow is pushing. He does have TP, but he will be trying to push as best as he can, and will try to keep Silkai away from this overall upcoming Elder fight. Makoto looking on the side there.
Have that unstoppable force right now. I mean, this is exactly kind of what. Oh my God! Look
Gwen
at that.
Shapiro completely getting knocked down. But Makoto is on the back line, getting onto Boozosaurus, getting onto Mochibot. Boozosaurus running for his life.
Oh,
barely living.
Chain CC from forward player onto Vendetta Sniper, onto the rest of Red Side, and they just get the kill with Boozosaurus living. And that's a cross-map ace for Crystal Scars. Fudge Cow trades with Silkai. Unfortunately, they're not getting that inhibitor. It doesn't matter when your team has Elder Dragon.
Yep, they will be able to collect this tier 2 mid tower as there's no one to contest them, and it might be that Cthulhu will just go up there and finish the job. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty close, or close to finishing game. At this point, it looks pretty dire unless Shurima can come up with a nice plan, utilizing their champions to the fullest.
Posturing as if she wants to die, but I don't know if that's the best idea. Red Side is respawning.
We do see the Edge of Night being popped. Now kind of caught in a rough spot, she will just dash away.
Dashes away, pops in Yomu's, and she is back to home base.
Something of note, Fudge Cow did attempt to use a TP in that last fight, which means that there is no TP this time around. I don't know when it was used, but it was used in passing. Oh my goodness!
He needs TP. I mean, look at that. He's just going to.
Silkai is just about. Oh, he hits the inhib instead of hitting.
Him.
Unfortunately, but Silkai does fall. Look at Vendetta Sniper though. Vendetta Sniper is able to free hit onto Cthulhu, and that's actually pretty bad considering Elder. The Elder's being wasted in that situation. Only one person dying.
It was a bit overzealous on the Fudge Cows, and I respect the play wanting to get that inhib tower and then big dicking, Silkai walking up to him, but you big dick a little too hard, and then you kind of go limp play like that. We'll have to back him up, and unfortunately she dies too. So that's 2 Elders down on Crystal Scars, and however they still have a 10k gold lead. They've got the soul. It's definitely looking like it's their game to win, barring any egregious throws. But no Barons on the map, no Elders on the map. They just got to find a good pick, and then ideally they close the game out. We'll see though, and there's always a room for throws in these games, and Shurima definitely has the damage from Yasuo, Tristana, and even the rest of their team to pull off a comeback if they are given that opportunity.
Yeah, I'm actually quite out. If I was Crystal Scar, I'd be wary of this Tristana. She's been dishing out a lot of damage this game. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if he wanted that fight there, but 4FUN player does go for the double E onto the Tristana. Again, considering that it's a 3v4 situation there.
I don't think they want the fight, but I think, oh, here comes Fudge Cow doing some damage on the pounding hole. Look
Fudge Cow is level 18. Yup.
Look at the percent health behind him. Ult away. This Malphite ult.
And he will just auto and will fall.
He's just going to get run down.
Oh,
he
no.
barely lives. Dies to the Yorick E. And Vanessa almost dies from 1Q.
Oh my goodness.
It's a 1-for-1 trade. Fudge Cow for pounding hole. I actually don't think this is a very worth trade for blue side.
Makoto getting caught out with multiple knockups looks like will not be able to live. Silkai landing that knockup. Very
coming up upon player.
Oh, the daisy.
Kill on the Silkai here.
Landing the knockup, and it's
gets the Q3. Gets the Q3. And it's a 1-for-2 trade. That inhib is going to go down as Cthulhu knocks it down on the top side. No one is stopping her.
Well, at this point, it's a pretty dangerous state considering Mochibot still has Curtain Call. If Vendetta and Gwen Shapiro fall here, it would spell doom for for Shurima, excuse me. Now the next Baron has spawned. It looks like they're just gonna try and knock out this tower as soon as possible. Oh my gosh, that fourth tower shot, or the fourth auto shot, basically destroying the tower.
They want to get this tower. They want to leave. They want to reset for Baron.
And ideally so, because almost all of Shurima will be up in less than 10 seconds. Now, let's go ahead and look at where the gold distribution is. I mean, at this point, it looks like, I think the richest man on this in the game, the John Deere, shall I say, is going to be our good friend Yorick, who's been diligently pushing his side lanes, pushing everything to the best of his ability. He should be almost done with his last item here. And he does have TP in case a Baron fight is imminent. We do see Mochibot on her fifth item, on his fifth item. Forefront player looking comfortable with his sets of items as well. I think overall, the ones to watch for Shurima will be the Tristana, who's now working on what I would assume is a Blade of the Rune King there.
Looks like Crystal Scar is starting that Baron, but this time with a bit more resistance from the red side than the last time. 3 of the members are at this Baron pit, looking to stop Crystal Scar from finishing this Baron.
We've seen early ult come down from Vendetta Sniper. Looks like Fudge Cow is able to collect the kill onto Pounding Hole, but will be too low to really contribute to this Baron fight. Looks like Forefront player does fall from the looks of it.
Going in.
Will fall. Boozosaurus.
However, Fudge Cow is just running down their base. The ping is for the Nexus Tower, but he's opting to get the 3rd inhib instead.
I don't think he can get both. He does get at least one of the towers, but he does get triple inhib. Regardless if he falls here.
Oh my god, where did that tower go?
We weren't even able to see any of the Nexus hits from the queues, but you could already see triple inhib, Elder's already up, and while we do see a bunch of death timers, I don't know if they're able to just casually leave their base open and get this.
Red side, Shurima will, in theory, should be able to get this Elder Dragon as the death timer's on for long enough. In fact, if they want any chance of staying in this, so they need to get this Elder Dragon. They are down 3 inhibs. 2 super minions will be spawning for every single wave until another inhibitor spawns. Looks like the Elder will be going to them. They get the objective
bounty. Yep.
And this is as good as it gets for red side. They have the Elder Drake to stop any reckless pushes from Crystal Scar. They've got the damage to maybe hold out on the waves. Crystal Scar is gonna have to wait out this Elder Dragon before they make it plays now.
It's a good stall for them. The only one left with Baron, by the way, unfortunately, is Mochibot, because everybody else, I believe, fell in that situation.
As you can see, Crystal Scar is being much more chill with their push. They're pinging Fudge Cow right now, trying to get a kill onto him. Makoto onto Fudge Cow. He's taking a lot of damage.
He's taking a lot of damage. By the way,
great wind wall from Yasuo stops Forefront from copying the ulti.
Forefront might be in danger.
Here. However, I don't know if he has the damage to kill anyone. That is a kill on the Pounding.
Forefront will have to get out. Oh, it looks like they decided to opt for the fight.
Oh, wow. Oh,
good Zhonya's
coming out. He goes back in, but I think
will it be enough?
He tried so hard.
Wait.
He tried so hard.
Yep.
Oh, but it looks like they're just gonna end the game.
Makoto, please.
Makoto's just
Boozosaurus.
Can they do it?
No, the Elder is still up. This is way too risky. Boozosaurus, he should be able to get out, We'll see. Sulkai can use the minions, and he does get hit. Good
Another
ace.
ace coming out. However, they do have a huge minion wave to clear.
This sounds crazy. If I was Fudge Cow, I would TP. If it wasn't for the fact that you can see right now the inhib is up, or the Nexus towers are up again. So yeah,
There's no world where you TP even if they weren't up. 3 of Shurima's teammates are up, and plus, I mean, I don't think Fudge Cow would have gotten the end even if he did TP.
That's fair. Yeah. It's not showing, unfortunately, because of the way that Spectator is working, but I believe the 2 Nexus towers are back up and functional. Malf has had a lost chapter chilling for 25 minutes. Yes, I believe it is now a Malignant, which honestly is pretty good. It doesn't have the same efficiency as it may have had earlier in the game, but a short cooldown should prove to be very useful.
Yeah, if there's anything I can respect, it is Shurima's tenacity to still stay in this game after they have been behind for, most of this game. They've brought it back. At this point, everyone is full build, so it doesn't even matter about the gold difference. It's just who can execute their fights better.
Yeah.
And so far, Shurima's done a pretty good job of executing their fights to stay in this game still.
Pounding Hole is actually looking for a really good ulti. If he did somehow get in there, it could have been pretty disastrous. But
his flash is up. He has the opportunity to flash ulti. Fudge Cow is by himself. We'll see. Vision is up.
Oh, just barely missing.
Orphan's getting a huge ulti onto the back line here.
Vendetta Sniper getting popped by Cthulhu.
Oh my goodness, that was
looks like Gwen Shapiro and
Cthulhu doing a bunch of damage onto the backside.
Forefront is getting caught there. It looks like it does buffer it, but it looks like it's not enough. We do see the ignite.
A nice
Cthulhu going back in.
On the Forefront player, doing a ton of damage.
Oh, not the flash!
Missing the flash, but he's
Dakota
gonna get
does fall.
Dakota anyways. It's just Mochibot Fudge Cow versus Silkai now. It's them versus the end of the game. It's Silkai's the Shurima's last line of defense. Fudge Cow's popping that main, and they're looking to end this game. Can Silkai save Shurima from the loss that they are about to face right now?
He does have the turrets up, so it's not absolutely doomed. Fudge Cow is now splitting up with Mochibot.
They're opting to get that triple inhib again.
And note that both the Baron is up and Elder will be up very shortly. We don't want a repeat of last time. It looks like Fudge Cow gets caught. Mochibot just running away. Will Fudge Cow fall? Looks like he will fall to Vendetta Sniper. It looks like Mochibot left knowing that those those death timers were going to be up very shortly. Fudge Cow being down.
The death that you want to take right when Elder spawns, right when Baron spawns. However, they do get the triple inhib, so it's going to be hard for Shurima to push back in, get those neutral objectives. This time it's not a 5 versus 4
You're cutting out, by the way.
objectives.
But I think most of us got the gist. We do get the ulti down. Forefront player picking up Zyra ulti. A nice disruption, of course, against the Yasuo and the Malphite and the Kayn going in. Looks like Daisy will fall very quickly to Vendetta Sniper. Mikoto kind of looking forward, trying to see if he can land anything. But again, this is a 5v4. They're gonna need to stall as best as they can without getting too clumped up, because Fudge Cow being in this fight, TPing in is going to be absolutely important to them.
Oh, the TP has been pushed by Fudge Cow. He's looking for the end.
It's now up to Vendetta Sniper. It's now up to the Malphite.
Pounding Hole and Vendetta Sniper do manage to get the recalls off. But is it enough? I mean, it looks like it is enough.
It is enough.
Doesn't have the damage to push through Vendetta Sniper.
And that is a massive throw. Oh my goodness.
I mean, this, when I said that this is Crystal Scar's win, barring any egregious throws on their end, this is one of them. This is that egregious throw that they could have made for Shurima to get back in this game, and now this is Shurima's,
Game to win.
This is Elder. I don't know if it's a game to win, but Shurima's Elder. This is Shurima's Baron. They can stall this game for another 5 minutes, and at that point, it really just comes down to who wins that team fight. Because eventually, these death timers will get so long where whoever loses this team fight, whether it's Crystal Scar or Shurima, they've got time to push that tower down, towers down, and clear the base. So now Shurima gets another 3 to 5 minute window to gather their belongings, get those inhibs back up, look for a good fight. And Crystal Scar, if I'm Crystal Scar here, I'm nervous.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, builds are almost complete on all accounts. Jin has, I'm assuming that's a Death Dance from Jin. We see the Storm Surge build for Malphite now completing his build. Oh my goodness. And the only person left that has any components to build would be For Fun Player. Level 17, I think the only one that's level 17 now. Probably requiring just a few more minions before getting there. But yeah, he is still level 17. That is he's actually only halfway to level 18. So until he gets that last point, I think he's actually giving his teammates a harder time here. He will have to pick that up soon. But this is Elder and Baron. Crystal Scar is kind of on a bit of a stall while those buffs are being held up. Luckily for them, the triple inhib is slowing down Shurima's descent, I should say, into their base. That Storm Surge power spike is going to be wild. I mean, despite the fact that he is full tank, it is still a power spike in and of itself. If that lands on Mochibot, if that lands on For Fun or even Cthulhu, it is going to be very dangerous. Damage onto yeah. That does pop the Sterax, and that's actually really bad. 3-man
ulti coming up from For Fun Player.
Yeah, we'll have to get knocked back away. Cthulhu having to use his untargetable. For Fun does fall. Again, Fudge got had to back completely. This is really bad.
Might be it.
This actually looks like a game 3 angle if they're unable to. Oh my goodness.
This might be it. Shurima against all odds, against the Soul, against the Baron, against the triple inhib. Got it.
They don't even need Silkai for this.
Base.
Oh my god!
Now the tables have turned. Crystal Scar is have their backs faced toward, trying to defend their nexus. The first turret goes down. It's getting sieged by that caddy minion. Vendetta Sniper autoing it. Second tower goes down. Net open for red side.
Again, For Fun is down.
Not going down with a fight. Cthulhu goes under the back like
good kill on two.
Vendetta Sniper goes untargetable. Looking for a kill on the Mikoto here.
Mikoto goes in.
Flashes in to Mochibot. That
Looks
GA
like
is getting popped.
Both GAs are being popped.
Sides. Both GAs are being popped. Mikoto is res.
Silkai coming in.
Shurima is forced to back up, but Silkai does come back.
Oh, the minions! The minions! Fudge Cow gets killed.
Hero getting killed
by the Grave Minions.
The Yorick Minions. Oh my god. And that's a 60-second death timer.
Yes, we've hit the 60-second mark. These are going to be
in a world where every second matters. You know, this game, as much of a banger as it is, I'm going to pray that nothing happens in the next 45 seconds because I have had to pee for the past 45 minutes.
For the love of everything, Alex, please just get your level 18. He has been level 17 for the past 15 minutes. Oh my goodness. I think quite literally everybody in this game besides him has been level 18 for the past 15 or so minutes. But he just seems to avoid any opportunity for EXP. It also makes me wonder how long has this Hextech alternative been existing? Third Elder time. Yeah, I agree, Basber. This is third Elder. This is what, fourth Baron now? Good grief. Yep, and it looks like the Elder will spawn in the next 30 seconds. Shurima already posturing and preparing the path to see if they can get anybody out of position here. Crystal Scar will need to take care when walking into these places. Fudge Cow and Forfeit Player are very deep. Gets a nice hit onto Japira. It looks like Silkai going to land the wind wall. Forfeit Player is going to have to play back a little bit. It looks like Silkai getting pulled away, getting rooted. Silkai will fall here. I believe For Fun and Japira falling. It looks like Mikoto and Vendetta Sniper are actually in danger. The Airborne actually keeping Vendetta Sniper alive, but that Ignite will be fatal. It looks like just with that. Oh my god! Hey, Tony.
Oh my god! And during, of course, the 45 seconds.
That was a fight to be had. Really well played, pushing Silkai out of position there, forcing a very awkward fight where Shurima was kind of split up between multiple targets, and they were able to successfully push them into the jungle, right where both Fudge Cow, Forfun Player, and arguably Cthulhu wanted to be. They were just able to completely annihilate all the squishy targets using Cthulhu and Fudge Cow's just raw damage, and that should be game. Very, very good attempt by Shurima. Almost clawing their way back into victory there. And that is a 2-0 victory for Crystal Scar. Had damage.
Yeah. What a, dare I say it, bang.
That was a banger to be had. Went back and forth for the past 15 minutes. And the damage chart shows just how much fighting they had going on. Oh my goodness. I'll just leave this screen up for a little bit. And I guess we'll slowly move over, just looking at how things are going. See if there's any captains willing to come in to talk to us in regards to this series. And if there are any mods, I know that I mentioned all this stuff about predictions. Unfortunately, we can't get that through. But let's go ahead and put up an MVP vote for Crystal Scar, who was the best player on their team for this series.
Well, I don't know if do we do post-game interviews still?
We do. I'm just wondering if anybody's willing to come up. If not, that's also fine. It is 11, which is a little late for a weekday.
Yep.
We'll go ahead and see if there's anything else that needs to be stated. I will click that very shortly. But thank you guys so much for watching today's stream. It was absolute banger, and it was absolute treat to cast this Chemtech Week 2 game, Crystal Scar versus Shurima. This is your Cup of Joe and Library 11.
And we will see you next time.
All right. Thank you guys.